Fellow Antiguans and Barbudans, happy 39th anniversary of independence. We celebrate this anniversary of independence in a season of great uncertainty, but with hearts that are full of humility and gratitude. Antiguans and Barbudans at home and abroad have done what we have always done in moments of disaster and crisis. That is, we have banded together and looked out for each other. I was delighted to learn that during the shutdown in Canada, members of our associations there mobilized to assist with buying groceries for those who were shut in, and even made regular phone calls to ensure that no one felt alone. Other members of the community sent resources to Antigua and Barbuda to purchase food packages to feed the less fortunate, while our consulate sent face shields and infrared thermometers to ensure that those on the front lines were well protected. This is who we are as Antiguans and Barbudans, standing shoulder to shoulder against a common threat, shaken but undeterred. I believe I can say without fear of contradiction that the year 2020 has been an unprecedented and challenging year. The COVID-19 pandemic has altered our lives in immeasurable ways, and we are all living in what has now been aptly termed the new normal. The pandemic has sickened more than 37 million persons globally, and sadly taken more than 1 million souls, including some of our own Antiguans and Barbudans. To those in our community who have lost loved ones or who have been affected by the pandemic, I offer my solidarity, prayers, and support. This pandemic has caused the very worst economic damage we've ever seen. It's hardest hit with businesses, especially in the travel and tourism sectors. When Antigua and Barbuda closed our air and seaports that triggered the shutting of our hotels and other tourism-related services, it was not an easy period for us. According to statistics from the CTO, between the months of January and August of this year, our country saw a decline of approximately 60% in tourism arrivals. It is against this backdrop that Antigua and Barbuda opened our international airport on June 1st, 2020. We were the very first country in the Eastern Caribbean to reopen our international airport, and we did so with the understanding that nationals who were stranded abroad were eager to return home, but also mindful that we could not begin to rebuild the economy unless and until we could once again welcome visitors to our shores. In opening our air and seaports, we've established protocols and facilities at our hotels and resorts to transform them into biosecured properties to ensure that residents and tourists alike are well protected. Based on the arrival trends since the reopening of VC Bird International, we are cautiously optimistic that we will see increased visitor arrivals in the winter months, which traditionally represent our peak period. We anticipate that in early November, weekly direct flights from Canada will resume. I encourage you all to consider returning home as your next vacation destination. Come and rekindle your love, that love affair that you can only enjoy with your home country of Antigua and Barbuda. On the regional front, action is being taken to resuscitate our tourism sector. On September 18th, the CARICOM travel bubble became operational, and we believe that this will encourage visitors from across the region who are concerned about international travel to explore all that the Caribbean has to offer. The defining feature of the travel bubble is that persons with a negative PCR test will not need to undergo a period of quarantine to travel to countries that are within the bubble. We also expect that as early as November, Liat, our own Liat, will once again take to the skies. This will be welcome news not only to employees of Liat, but will also provide much needed airlift across and throughout the Caribbean. Although many countries around the world are in the midst of a second wave of the COVID-19 virus, we at home remain confident that the robust health protocols we have put in place will protect nationals and visitors alike from the spread of COVID-19. We've also begun to look ahead to 2021 and the celebration of our 40th anniversary of independence. I look forward to seeing all of you at home then. I'm told that discussions in Canada are already underway for celebrations on your end, and I look forward to hearing more about these plans in the months to come. I will close by encouraging everyone to remain positive, to stay safe, and to think about our future. Throughout our history, we have had periods of difficulty and uncertainty, but on every occasion we have prevailed and have come out of these periods stronger and more united as a people. This period, I can assure you, will be no different. Happy Independence, Antigua and Barbuda. Stay safe, stay blessed.